less. Okay, so I like that. I'm going to move on. Now let's go on to rotate Y. So Y is a little bit different. Y, if you remember, rotate Y is the side-to-side movement. And side-to-side movement, the way that you should think about it is this movement is basically leading the legs. What that means is when this foot comes forward like that, the hips are driving that movement, kind of like martial arts. So if you pivot the hips like so, your hips are basically pulling this leg forward. Think of it like that. So what that means is that it needs to have some sort of force. You need to put some strength into it. So this pivoting is you're pivoting your hips using your strength, your muscles, to drive your feet forward. And the reason I'm saying that is because that determines the shape of this graph. So if you look at it, it might just look like a triangle, but in reality, first I'm going to take the maximums and just put flat on them. If it's even like this, then it's not really generating force. So if I'm going a direction and I need to shift and I need to pivot with force, how does this graph have to look? What do you imagine this shape has to be? And it might be a little bit intimidating and hard at first, but let me go ahead and help you with that. So I'm going to delete the middles here. I'm just going to delete it. And now it's just a nice wavy shape. And I'm going to take one of the tangents and I'm going to break it and I'm going to lower it down like so. And what does that do? It means that when it's shifting and it's reached its maximum and then it's going to shift the other direction, because I've created this tangent to go down, now it's going to move much more aggressively towards the other direction, meaning force. So I'm putting force, I'm putting my strength into it to swiftly shift and pivot my hips to the other direction. That's what this graph indicates. So again, it's going to shift aggressively to the other direction, and then it's going to arrive at the other point in a very slow, smooth manner. And then when I have to pivot again to the other direction, again, I'm going to break my tangent and bring it up so that it pivots more aggressively, thereby showing force. So simply put, the rotate Y graph needs to look like a shark's fin.